Martha Beck has this concept of our essential self versus our social self. I have a little course on this on my website somewhere, and I think there's a coupon code to get it free on my website, so check that out if you're interested. But anyways, it's a very helpful concept, and it breaks apart something that most of us don't even know exists. So your social self is that self which has been trained to be acceptable and to keep you safe in the social world. And then your essential self is that part of you that's your essence. Like, it's the part of you that cannot be lost and that is like your higher self or your wisest self or your soul or your truth, right? And so many of us have only been aware of our social self that we don't even know what our essential self is. And in moments of great stress or of like when you feel really angry, but then it comes out passive aggressive, or you go hard in the direction of like just being like, I'm fine. I'm fine is one of the greatest indicators of a conflict between your social self and your essential self. We do not need to tell anyone that we're fine if we're actually fine. If we're having to assert that we're fine, have you seen people say that to kids? You're fine, you're fine. If you're trying to tell someone they're fine, or if you're trying to tell someone else that you're fine, it means you're not fine. But socially, it is the most acceptable, or maybe you feel safest socially if you could be fine. So it just basically means there's a conflict between your social self and your essential self. Your social self is like, we got to do it this way. And your essential self is like, no, that's not true to what's happening right now. Your essential self will always tell you what's true. It won't tell you, though, in concepts and words necessarily. It's very much a nonverbal thing. So it may tell you in a stomach ache. It may tell you in a headache. It may tell you in a super irritation feeling or super anxiety feeling, or even just a dull, like, what's wrong? It's just telling you we are overriding essential self with social self in such a way that the essential self is like, this is messing with our essence, right? And it's different from fear. It's different from just oh, maybe something's going to go wrong. It's like we are in contradiction with our essential self right now. Anyways, super interesting concept to me, because all day I get to see and interact with people through my work who are exposing their essential self and then overriding it their social self, right? Because they're like dancing within the social dynamic of the session, but also we're inviting in the essential self. And it is such a wild experience for people. And for myself too, because I try to stay in essential self in the context of my sessions and really in the context of my life. But sometimes I'll see social self come in too. Fascinating stuff. Anyways, lots of love.